So, they done did my boy dirty. Grandmaster J, old John Fitzgerald Johnson. Got him, bro. So, December, looks like December 3rd, feds pulled up to his house, got my man. So this is what they're reporting. NFAC leader arrested on federal charges. John Fitzgerald Johnson, also known as Grandmaster J, is accused of aiming his rifle at members of the U.S. Secret Service and LMPD. So, if you guys remember, basically what this event is stemming from is a protest that happened on September 4th. I believe from what they got him from was from September 3rd, from when they were out there doing a little bit of counter intel, kind of scoping everything out, seeing where they're going, kind of mapping everything out. So basically, they were out in Louisville, Kentucky, for the second time, supposed to be contesting the Kentucky Derby, which they did. They did show out. They did show up. So basically, what they're reporting is that the leader of the black militia group that protested in Louisville has been arrested and accused of pointing a rifle at officers during a protest on September 4th. He was arrested at his home in Westchester, Ohio, and brought to the Oldham County Jail. Okay. Pointing a rifle at officers. Okay. Okay. NFAC leader John Fitzgerald Johnson, also known as Grandmaster J, has been charged with assaulting, resisting, impeding certain officers after he allegedly aimed an AR platform rifle at members of the U.S. Secret Service and LMPD while they were on the rooftop at the Jefferson Grand County Jury Building. So what they're claiming is, and as you can see right here behind me, this is the arrest photo of Grandmaster J. What they're claiming is that Grandmaster J pointed a rifle at officers. And the evidence that they claim they have is video surveillance, which all has been released right now is photos. So I don't know if these are photos from the officer. But you can see Jay right here. See Jay right here pointing his weapon, kind of pointing his weapon up. You don't really see what exactly he's looking at. This is the only perspective that we have. But if you look around, like none of his guys over here look like they're worried about anything. In the next frame, this gentleman right here, which was actually previously this gentleman here. So I don't know if this is before this frame, the one on the right is before the one on the left, or if the one on the left before the one on the right. But you can see one of his guys right here appears to be look like they're looking up. So that's what they're saying that he actually did. So it's saying, according to a criminal complaint, officers were conducting the watch over a crowd at Jefferson Square Park at night when they heard 6 to 8 heavily armed people were parked on Armory Place. When the officers went to look down on Armory Place, they were blinded by a light, which they shortly thereafter determined that it was a flashlight mounted to a rifle that Johnson pointed. Okay. So basically what they're saying is Jay was looking up at them. He pointed a light at them, or a rifle at them with a light on it. From what his people were saying, he was just using his light to look at something. But the police are saying that no, you pointed a weapon at me, whether it had a flashlight on it or not. Now, from what I hear, the officers were plain clothes. He obviously didn't know that they were cops. From what his side is saying and from what their side is saying is like, no, we're police officers. So here's the thing, like this is the crazy part, right? So I can kind of see both sides, right? So AR-15 rifle right here. So let's unload that mag, set that down. Let's go ahead and clear this. It's clear. All right. So this weapon right here has a light on it. I don't know if you can see this, but light on it right here, right? So if I'm looking at something and I actually go and I put my light on it, boom, I'm looking at it. The minute I turn my light off, what are you looking at? The barrel of a gun. So that right there could be several different things depending on where you live. So that could be everything from brandishing a firearm, um, felony pointing a firearm at somebody, misdemeanor pointing a firearm. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I mean, basically, I know you don't point guns at people unless you end up shooting them, or unless you mean to shoot them, and you better have a damn good reason, and it better be self-defense. So outside of that, like everybody knows, you don't point guns at people. Period. I mean, nothing good from that ever comes out. So when you look at that, it's kind of like one of those things where, okay, so if I'm out, let's say I'm out, right? Me and my boys are going to show up. We're going to do a protest, or we're going to be out somewhere, um, patrolling or anything like that, and we can get intel ahead of time, or we can go. Let's just say go scope out the place. I'm not in the military, never been in the military, so let's just say we're going to scope out things for where we're going to be at. If I'm out there and we're armed, I'm probably going to be more concealed carry. You know what I mean? Legally being able to do that. But like if I'm in an administrative like thing where I'm scoping out everything like that, I probably wouldn't just be using my light on my rifle right here. I'd have a flashlight, or a pair of binos. You know what I mean? Where I can flash around, look at stuff, grab binoculars, look at stuff, whether I need a nighttime vision for it or whatnot. But that's probably the route that I would be going, knowing that you're in a position that you are. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, dude, do not hold his tongue. You know what I mean? He says whatever the hell he wants to say, and at times he act up. He's not holding back. So, you know, my opinion, this can go either way. I mean, they're claiming that the sentence can carry up to like 20 years. So that's not good. I think if he has a really good lawyer, can definitely beat the case, but that would take for a hell of a lawyer. I was looking it up earlier. They like basically like the feds is batting 90%. Like they not playing. When they come out, they're doing their job. They trying to go for a straight conviction. And I mean, really, honestly, what it seems like to me possibly is they want to make sure this dude ain't never carrying a gun again. So you know what I mean. If he gets convicted of anything, I mean, there goes his gun rights right there out the door. He won't be able to carry anything, and you know what I mean. That's kind of sad. So I would think a man in his position, or making the claims that he makes, and fighting for what he believes in. Don't get me wrong. Like, dude, I don't agree with everything he says, but it do be spot on some stuff. So, just fighting for what he believes in and doing what he's doing and making the claims that he makes, I would assume that he probably would have a lawyer already on retainer. Um, that would be the smart thing to do. But then, I mean, we'll just leave it at that. You know what I mean? So I really couldn't say. Um, Boy, I'm glad that they make me log in with my password right here behind me. Um, but they got old John Fitzgerald Jr. Johnson. I'm sorry, Jr. But yeah, man, they got him. So they're claiming that they got video. They're claiming that they got two officers that witnessed the same thing. The first story that I read, it said the officers heard somebody identify that was Johnson, but they weren't sure. So all the information ain't really out there. That's why I wasn't in a rush to make a video the very first day it came out. It was kind of like find out what's going on. But I mean, I don't know, man. From the pictures, I was looking at everything like trying to see if where did that picture go? I was trying to look in the picture and I couldn't really blow it up to see if he had his finger on the trigger or like what was his disposition. But I can tell you right now that wasn't the shooting position. That right there couldn't be a shooting position. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, I'm not shooting from that position. So it was saying that the officers, I guess, were on the roof. They were concerned about their safety. Um, I don't know why the hell this happened on January 3rd and we're not hearing nothing till December 3rd. You know what I mean? I know they got to build a case, but I don't know, man. I don't know if they have a leg to stand on. So I guess we'll see. We'll find out. Um, Once I find out some more information, I'll come back and do maybe a follow up video to this and just see what I found out. But as of right now, from what I heard, he's already bailed out of jail or not bailed out of jail because he didn't have bond, but he's out of jail. He's back home. Apparently, when the feds get you, they don't necessarily have to give you bail. They can just give you like a signature bail where you don't have to post bond per se with money. But anyway, I don't know exactly what happened on that end because it's not that much information out there to say exactly what happened. But he's pretty much. I seen Locks and Loaded posted something on his story with a picture of like I think the caption said something like "Calm down, don't panic." Like he's already home. So Jay's already out. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna play out heavily in court. And if they stuff not Trump tight, I'm pretty sure he's gonna sue. So we'll see. Stay tuned.